Oh.
Listen, I called the hospital.
Jenna.
Frankie's gonna make it.
I know.
Oh.
I know. Oh, Jenna, she was dead.
I know.
She was dead. No, you don't know. I saw the machine myself, and the thing where the line is supposed to be the heartbeat. It was nothing.
Well, there must have been a miracle.
I could never believe it unless I saw it myself, you know?
Wow.
Cass, he pulled her back.
How could he do that?
I don't know. It really was incredible. You know, we hear these songs about the power of love, and it...
Yeah. I guess love can either save you, or it can ruin your life.
I'll get it, Angela. Well, hello.
Oh, goodness, you're here. I had a key here somewhere, but I just don't... You will just... Thank you. Look at what you've got. Oh, you brought breakfast.
Yes. How lovely, darling. I can't stay. I've got to run out.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
But I have to. Alberto is doing me over at 10:15.
Mother, you look wonderful.
I am a single woman. I am a female executive, and I've got to be competitive.
Yes, well, you also have to be where the men are, which is why I think you should cancel your overhaul and stay here. 3 gorgeous men are going to be arriving shortly.
You've invited men to my home without my permission?
Well, one of them, of course, is Ryan.
Oh, well, good. Then you can stay and have breakfast with him. Enjoy yourself. I'll see you later. I have to go.
And the other one is Ryan's father. I thought that would do the trick.
You've invited Spencer here? Well, I don't want to be rude. Of course I'll stay.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. What little boy got out of bed the wrong side this morning?
Damn you.
Don't tell me. Don't tell me we didn't get our indictment, eh? Now, Ryan. Just because the grand jury didn't see things your way.
Carl, she almost died last night. Frankie was almost killed last night because of you.
What? Frankie Frame?
That's right, Frankie. Oh, I know you set that little blow up for Kathleen, but Frankie was just a little bit too smart for you.
Well, she couldn't have been too smart if she almost killed herself, could she?
No. She pushed Kathleen out of the way of the bomb that you planted.
I planted? What, from here, in my cell? What do you think I am, Harry Houdini?
Come on, Carl, I know that you set it up. One of your experts wired some explosives into a special effect that was set up for the music video.
Ah. Oh, well, that explains it. I mean, that was yet another Jake McKinnon debacle. Yeah, a debacle. And, of course, naturally, I'll be blamed for it.
Come on, Carl, you know it as well as I.
Well, I imagine you'll have as hard a job proving that as any of the other charges, won't you? Come on. Let me out of here. I've won.
Oh, have you?
And you're being less than gracious.
You know, there's good news and there's bad news about that, Carl.
Well, I've won this round.
The bad news is that you're getting out of here today.
That's the bad news, is it? Well, how about some of the good stuff, then?
The good news is that you've been indicted for the attempted murder of Rachel Corey. Told you we'd get you back in the court.
Of course, I'm delighted. I figured you would be when you heard the guest list.
I think it's a rather odd hour to be celebrating.
Well, it's the only time Spencer and Grant could get away from the campaign. I don't know. I just personally think Ryan deserves a family pat on the back. I just hope he doesn't die of shock.
He's worked long and hard for this moment.
You're telling me that? We are not only celebrating his getting his man, we are celebrating me getting my man back. Of course, that we'll celebrate in private.
Lucky you. In any case, Spencer should be in a good mood.
Which can't hurt your own personal campaign.
Am I that obvious?
Oh, I wouldn't worry about it. I'm sure Spence loves it.
Well, I hope he does. At this stage of my life, I can't afford to be subtle.
Oh, so you're looking for something more than just someone to take you out for dinner now and again?
He's amusing and attractive.
Not to mention rich and powerful.
He's surprisingly good company.
Just a stab in the dark, Mom, but I was wondering, does the fact that he happens to be one of Dad's biggest business competitors, I don't know, add a little zing?
It never crossed my mind.
I'm sure not.
Iris Wheeler is going after him like a schoolgirl. It's shameless.
You're kidding me. Iris is after him, too? Come on, it's no contest.
Well, you're very sweet to say that, but she's been at this singles game a lot longer than I have.
Mother, I don't see Iris wearing any titles. Besides, just do what comes naturally. Iris won't have a prayer.
Sam, I've been looking all over for Jenna.
What is it? You look wiped.
I've been up all night. Jenna broke up with me.
Oh, man, what happened?
She found out about Lorna yesterday.
Oh, boy.
I tried to explain to her that it's over, but I couldn't get through to her.
She didn't believe you, right?
Why should she? I lied to her. I can't stand to lose her, though.
I wish I could give you some simple answer.
I mean, there must be some sort of way for me to show her.
Look, all I can tell you is to keep trying.
She won't even talk to me.
Well, you got to keep asking over and over, as long as it takes till she's willing to listen to you.
Then what do I tell her?
You tell her the truth, Matt, that you made a mistake. Ask her if she wants to start over. If there's real love between you, you'll be able to work this out.
I don't even know where to find her.
Well, you better go look for her.
Here comes Amanda. I don't want her to know.
All right, I won't tell her. See you.
Hey.
Hey. Is all this for Olivia?
Yeah. Well, I couldn't think of a better way to say thank you. You know, if she hadn't caught Allie when she was falling.
So you okay about all that now?
Yeah, I think so. I felt a little guilty at first. Then I started thinking about what you said before, about telling the truth.
It's funny how that keeps coming up.
It seems the longer you wait, the harder it's going to be.
Yeah, and the more complications happen.
Exactly. Life is so short, Sam. You're not guaranteed anything, not even the very next minute. Frankie Frame almost died yesterday.
Makes you see anything can happen.
Yeah, it does. That's why I think we should hold on to what we have now. Let's not wait until we see that things are going to work out. Olivia deserves the same chance.
Well, that can't happen if we're all caught up in pretending and letting her pretend that there's still a chance with me.
Olivia deserves to have somebody love her the way you and I love each other.
Yeah. Well, I just hope she can find somebody who can tell her that. I never could.
You never told her that you loved her?
Well, how could I? It would have been a lie.
I want to be with you so much.
It won't be that much longer.
I better go.
Okay. Yeah, I gotta go check out some artwork at Brava. I'll be over there later.
Okay. I'll see you then.
Okay. Amanda,
Yeah.
if she asks you outright
I'll just
where things stand,
say what I say. Trust me, will you?
okay.
Now, I could tell something is wrong, so why don't you start spilling?
It hurts too much to talk about it.
Well, if you can't talk to me when you're upset, who can you
It's
talk
about
to
Matt.
Okay, so what happened?
He's been having an affair with Lorna all along.
He admitted that to you?
Yeah, he said so. I'm the one that's been really stupid.
No, don't do that to
Well,
yourself,
on some
okay?
level,
No.
I knew that there was something going on. Even though he kept telling me how much he loved me and how much he needed me, he was seeing her and making a total fool out of me.
Man, how can he do this to you? How can he do
Obviously, I didn't meet his needs. Not that I didn't try. All those times I kept throwing myself at him and wondering what was so inadequate about
this?
him.
No, shh, don't. I don't.
And he just kept lying and seeing Lorna.
Well, as far as Lorna goes, she's nothing, okay? Zero.
Yeah, but all those long hours and intimate conversations and secret looks at each other. I knew what was going on, Dean. I just didn't want to see it.
Maybe it's not exactly what you think. I mean...
Dean, please, don't start defending him.
No, it's not that. It's just, you know, sometimes with guys, it's not about...
You don't have to paint a picture for me. I know what it's about.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah, it's about sex. Pure and simple.
Wow.
Only pure is not the right word for it because the good girls never get the guys.
No, that's not true. I mean, it's not true. They do eventually
Well, I don't want
get
to
the
be
guys.
good. I don't want to be good.
Well, Jenna, you're not exactly the let's have a fling kind of just fun time girl, you know?
Why did he have to lie to me? I can see why he couldn't keep his hands off Lorna, but why did he have to string me along, too? And tell me that he loves me? Why?
What'd you say to him?
All of this. And then I said goodbye.
So you guys are officially broken up?
Well, I don't want it to be, but it was never real to begin with.
I'm not so sure about that.
What do you mean?
I'd be the last one to admit this, okay? But I think that deep down inside, the guy really loves you.
I'm sorry Grant can't join us for our little celebration.
He sends his apologies. The brunch at the State Arts Council ran late. Right now, thank you, he's on his way to visit the waterfront clinic.
The waterfront clinic? I didn't think he'd touch that with a 10-foot pole. I mean, you know, because of Paulina.
Oh, do you know her well?
I'll be right back. Paulina stayed at my place when she first came to town. Of course, that was before she dropped the little bomb about being Mac's daughter.
Oh, what do you think of her?
Truth?
Mm-hmm.
Trouble?
My instinct exactly.
You and I could smell a gold digger a mile away, Spence.
Do you know, Grant is beginning to trust your opinion.
And well, he should.
Yes. Now, do you think you could express your doubts about Miss Corey? Subtly, of course.
I don't think so, Spence.
You'd be doing him and the campaign a great favor.
Or I would be igniting the fuse on a very explosive subject. I think I'll leave this one alone.
But will Grant?
If he wants to be senator, he will.
Mm-hmm. Let's hope he wants it enough.
Now, that is a subject that That's him. That would be my very wonderful, fabulous, handsome, Bay City's finest. Surprise.
Dad!
Hello, Ryan.
Hi.
So, this is just a little family celebration to let you know how much we love you and how proud of you we are for nabbing Carl and getting the grand jury on him.
Where's Grant?
Grant's campaign schedule has been running late all day.
Let's see.
To my son, the cop.
I am so proud of you.
We're all proud of you, aren't we? And I hope you like cashews, because here's a whole pound, honey roasted. Actually, they make me break out. Oh. But well, I do love them, anyway. This is all very thoughtful of you. Do you like murder mysteries? This is the latest Kelly Maloney. This is a heroine you can really believe. I mean, it's none of this namby-pamby, you know, save me type of stuff.
Are you trying to tell me something?
Sort of, I guess, in a clumsy way. I really don't know how to say thank you for what you did for Allie. I told you, you're making too much of that. Olivia, you walked when you didn't think that you could to save my baby from falling. I love Allie a lot. How's the pain today? I hope it isn't any worse. No, actually, it's better today. It did hurt for a while, and then my legs started to get numb, which really scared me, but Sam helped. He rubbed the circulation right back in. It's good. Good. Sometimes I still have trouble falling asleep, but if he holds me, I can usually relax. Well, you must be getting awful stir-crazy in here, huh? Well, if I'm going to be cooped up, I'm glad it's here. Sam can work and I can watch. Sam lets you watch him work? I mean, he never used to let anybody do that. Well, maybe he's changed. Or maybe he just reacts differently with me. You know, he's done some really nice work. You should take a look at his sketchbook. It's right over there. Oh. He wouldn't mind. Okay. His review. Her studies for a new painting. I mean, if I have to be immobile anyway, no reason to pay a model, right? Well, you certainly seem to be making the best out of a bad situation. I don't have much choice. Some people have quite a few choices and they just don't realize it. There's something you should know, Olivia. I told Jamie about you walking to save Allie. And he seems to think that if you could do that, then it's time to try it again. I will try again when I'm ready. But he seems to think that you're ready now. I mean, you've already done it once. That was for Allie's sake. Well, this time make it for your sake. Come on, I'll help you. Amanda, please, don't trouble yourself. It's no trouble, really. I'd be glad to. I'll bet you would. Of course I would. I'll bet you'd like nothing better than for me to get up out of Sam's bed and walk right out of his life. It's not at all.
Because you know that as long as I'm hurt, he'll stay right here by my side.
Olivia, you're a dancer. Don't you want to get that back?
Let's not talk about what I want, okay, Amanda? Why don't we talk about what you want, which is Sam, back. That hasn't changed from the moment Sam and I got together.
I worked very hard to get over Sam.
So then why couldn't you just leave us in peace? God, Sam and I were close. We were good together. I mean, we are good. But I could never just relax and let our relationship be what it is because you were always prowling around in the background, setting up phony family stuff or arranging conferences about Allie.
Sam and I are Allie's parents.
And you use her. God, you use your own daughter to try and get her father back. Why can't you just admit it, Amanda? My injury is a terrible inconvenience for you.
Nobody wants to see you hurt. In any way.
And then you have the gall to come waltzing in here like Little Red Riding Hood with your basket of goodies, except you're more like the wolf. Come on, Amanda. Don't you think it's time we start playing this little game? Quit pretending.
I couldn't agree more.
We both know what you want.
What I want isn't the point. It's Sam's choice.
Olivia, are you feeling better?
Yes, I am. Now that you're here. So, then I hear him say to this cameraman, you can cut the confab with the blonde fluff. I said, excuse me, blonde fluff? I don't think so. I told him a few facts about feminism, including Grant's stand on the ERA. He was speechless.
That's my Vicky.
Didn't Grant object to you being rude to the reporter?
Mother, he was being rude to me.
Oh, she was right. I was there. And she handled the situation with elegance and charm. But I guess that's to be expected from your daughter, Donna.
Oh, I thank you, Spencer.
Vicky is a campaign treasure.
No, I'm a campaign aide. I'm Ryan's treasure.
And he should be congratulated for his judgment in finding you and hanging on to you.
Sweet.
I guess I finally did something right.
Okay, this is starting to sound like my celebration. Ryan is the honoree here. Honey, tell us about how you nabbed Carl.
Yes, by all means, please do.
Come on, tell us.
I don't think that'd be too appropriate right now.
Why not? This is a celebration.
Well, maybe it's just a little bit premature. I mean, after all, Frankie did almost die last night.
I know, but she didn't, which I think is another reason for celebration.
Vicky's gone to a lot of trouble here, right?
I know that, Dad.
I was buttering bagels half the morning.
It's just that we're not even close to a conviction with Carl right now.
Well, that's the DA's problem. You've already done your bit.
But if I haven't done it well enough, then they're not going to be able to make it stick.
Ryan, I think you're being too modest. Did he get that trait from you, Spencer?
Not in the least.
However, I will tell you one thing that he does take after you.
Oh?
He puts everything he's got into everything he does.
You see?
He went after that filthy slime ball with every fiber in his being, and if he won't tell you about it, I will. My personal favorite moment is when he nabbed Carl for those parking violations. Tops, high noon, it was priceless.
It sounds more like a sport than crime busting.
Dad, it was a means to an end.
There's nothing that wretched man did that escaped my love's eagle eye.
Well, it's not like I'm trying to get elected, Vicky.
Got my vote. I don't think anyone else's matters.
What is this? More Rebel with the Soul stuff?
Just because of Matt and the Lorna, that whole thing doesn't cancel out how the guy felt about you.
Well, it does for me, Dean. He lied and he cheated.
Well, have you stopped loving him?
I don't know what that means. If he cared about me at all, why would he do what he did?
All right, well, this isn't going to sound very pretty, but see, guys, they can do that. They can sometimes separate love and sex, you see.
Oh, yeah, right.
Well,
Can you do that? Can you, if you really care about someone?
this is not about me, okay? This is about you and Matt. And part of me would love to say, you know, hey, dump the guy, and yeah, let's walk off into the sunset.
But you're not saying that.
All right, first of all, you said that you weren't into me, remember? And I accepted that. And second of all, Matt is my partner and my friend.
So you're saying that I should give him another chance?
Why not?
Because it's not possible, Dean.
Well, why?
Because I'm too confused about all of it. About love and sex and whether they should go together or if they should be mixed up or kept separate. I think they should go together.
Yeah, if and when you're ready.
Well, that's the point. Obviously, I wasn't. Even though I said I was, Matt, he knew that.
Well, what's so terrible about that?
Well, I don't understand me. Why do I have all these feelings and yet I keep holding back?
No, it's perfectly normal to have these feelings.
No, it's not.
Yes,
What
it
am I, a
is.
tease?
Now,
Or am I just a mess?
hey, can you do me one favor? Do not badmouth my friend, okay? My friend is a very beautiful, very smart, very kind to other people kind of person, okay? And I will not just hang out while you're just running her down. Look, and as far as the whole love and sex thing goes, I really think it's quite possible for a guy to be able to be crazy.
Well. Two of you didn't have to go far to find comfort, did you?
I'd regroup, bud. I mean, maybe you want to go back out the door, come back in, we'll start all over, okay? What do you say?
Oh, pretend I didn't see you drape yourself all over my girl.
How dare you call me your girl?
Oh, listen to me, all right? Please. Man, I spent the whole night at the hospital with my cousin, all right? I spent the whole morning here with your girl, trying to talk her into giving you another chance.
What?
You heard what I said. You heard me, right? All right. First of all, I can't stomach any of this garbage, all right? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna leave the two of you alone, and a little advice, if I were you, I'd get down on the floor, on my hands and knees, and start begging.
Jenna, please. I haven't slept since I saw you. I've been trying to call you over and over. I've been trying to...
What?
Will you forgive me? We had something wonderful. I don't want to give that up just because I did something
We never
stupid.
had anything, Matt, all right? It was just a schoolgirl dream.
No, it was real. It was right. You were my dream.
Oh,
I didn't
please.
realize that until I lost you. You make me feel right inside. When I was happy, it was happiness with you.
You know what, Matt? I don't really care how you feel, all right? In fact, I'm sick to death of hearing about it, about your triumphs and your needs and your goals and your risks. You've proven plenty to me. You've shown me that you don't care about anyone or anything. Yet you're cheating! Hands off me!
Listen, let me
Back
talk
up,
to you.
man. Just back up. Give her some space,
You
man.
did this, didn't you? You got her going about Lorna.
Oh, yeah, I did.
You knew?
Please, man.
I always knew you'd stab me in the back if you had the chance. All because Dean wanted to have Jenna all for himself.
Well, Carl's trial is going to be next week.
Isn't that some kind of a record for the system?
Yeah, they're bringing in a special prosecutor from out of state. They want to move this thing right along.
I say the sooner the better.
We'll all breathe a lot easier.
And I personally am going to be the state's first witness.
Oh, you're going to gift wrap them for him, huh, baby?
Ryan? So you're planning to give Carl Hutchins what for from the stand, huh?
Mm-hmm.
We need to discuss your testimony.
Dad, you know I can't do that.
Now, fine, I'll do the talking. Now, I know you believe that Carl Hutchins was involved in your brother's shooting.
And?
Whether it's true or not, Grant's name cannot be raised in court in connection with Carl's.
So what are you saying? I mean, if it should come up in court...
It must not, at all costs, for the campaign.
So you're telling me that you'd rather have me perjure myself rather than bring in Grant's name?
Well, Donna, I think I should be catching up with you.
Oh, no, I was hoping, since you were already late, that you'd be willing to be a little later.
Well, I don't suppose they'd miss me as much as they would the candidate.
But you know the penthouse that I mentioned in this building, I was hoping I could show it to you now.
Well, how could I pass up an offer like that?
Oh, good.
Vicky, thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome.
Ryan, we'll talk.
I don't think so.
What was that all about?
You are not going to believe what my father just said to me.
I don't care what your father said, and neither should you. Come on, come on. I want you to sit down. Thank you. I want you to forget about your brother. I want you to forget about your father. I don't know if you happen to notice, but we're alone. Do you know how proud I am of you?
Prove it.
So, what do you think? Am I likely to win?
I'm not used to losing.
Good. Neither am I.
But jury selection may be quite difficult.
Choose the jury that will exonerate me. Whoever and whatever that may take.
It's not that easy. For one thing, we're under a great deal of time pressure.
I want you to file for a continuance.
No, that'll just give the state more time to tighten things up. And Detective Harrison will be on the lookout for any irregularities.
He's like a dog on a bone.
It didn't help that his brother got shot.
May I ask, have we established just whose side you're on?
Mr. Hutchins, if I'm going to defend you, I need to know all there is to know, including any mistakes you may have made.
Of course. Now, as to the jury selection, I suggest you choose as many women as possible. Women tend to view me in a more positive light. And you know, it might not be a bad idea to engender a little envy towards Rachel Corey. Yeah, she and that family of hers, they've been above reproach in this community for so long.
Tell me about Pete Walker.
What's to tell? Never laid eyes on him.
They're going to say you hired him.
It's a mystery.
I assume they can, or they wouldn't be bringing you to court.
It's a total mystery. You know, I'd love to sit down with him myself for half an hour, find out just what sort of axe he has to grind with me.
Well, he's obviously tucked away in a safe house somewhere.
Find him. Find him. Expense is no object. I can produce cash, if need be.
Good. Investigations can be costly.
But always a good investment, I found. You know, I think it might be a good tack to find something unsavory about that Harrison boy. We must discredit him in court.
Any ideas where to start?
Begin with the women in his life. Now, his heart may belong to Vicky. That's Victoria Hudson. But he has a past. I mean, we all have a past, don't we? And being the son of Spencer Harrison, I don't think he can be a saint.
Sam, baby, my neck is just in knots.
I think I better go.
Well, thank you for stopping by, Amanda, and for all the lovely gifts.
Enjoy them.
I will, and I will think about what you said.
So will I. Take care.
So long, man. So what was it that she said?
She wants me to walk.
Well, so does everybody. Not just walk, we want you to dance.
Like today.
I'm sure she meant when you're ready.
I'm sorry, Sam, but she cannot know how much it hurts, or she wouldn't badger me like that. It's almost as if, because I got to Allie, she thinks that I'm faking it. As if I don't want to walk.
Olivia, I'm sure that's not what she meant. I'm sure she doesn't think that.
As long as you don't think that.
You know better than that.
The only thing I know is that when I get this tense, I hurt all over. Please.
I don't know why, but I simply love heights.
You like being on the edge?
I suppose I do. Anyway, I hope you get the penthouse because I'd like to come up and visit you once in a while.
Oh, I'm afraid Grant's campaign won't leave me much time for socializing.
Oh, all work and no play makes Spencer a
Dull boy.
That's a shame. I thought after the waterfront deal fell through that you'd have more time to enjoy yourself.
Now, the deal didn't fall through, we should put it. I called a halt to it.
Then it's not Michael's point? I wondered what the score was these days.
I have no idea.
You really must despise him.
Why do you say that?
Because you're usually easier to tease.
Donna, I don't like or dislike him. I simply respect him as a formidable opponent.
Well, he certainly is that. You can ask my divorce lawyer.
What about Michael and Rachel Corey? Is that a serious thing?
I suppose they're an item, more or less.
More or less?
I don't know. Rachel hadn't been seeing anybody, and the man that she chose to take up with after Mac died was a disaster. He played her for a fool.
Rachel's nobody's fool.
Well, she certainly knows a good thing when she sees it.
Meaning your ex? Well, I suppose she needs somebody that she can count on.
Oh, I don't even know that she's looking. Oh!
Careful now.
Oh, my goodness, I just about fell over the edge. Thank you for saving me.
What do you think Donna would say if she came back into the room right now?
She'd say, Victoria, I'm appalled. But she'd really mean me to go.
You know, for a mom, Donna's a pretty sexy lady.
Your dad's not so bad either in that department, you know.
You
I was wondering...
Oh, I mean, it could work. I mean, it might.
Life is complicated enough. I don't think we need them coming to us for advice.
No, but my father's never even come to me for advice on anything, especially his love life.
Has he had one?
Love life? Well, he has ladies, but no love. No love.
Much as I like Spence, and I do, I just think my mom has too much leftover, unfinished business with my dad.
Yeah, I know. My dad has an awful lot of baggage lying around himself.
Anyway, enough about their love life, or their lack thereof. Let's concentrate on us.
I thought we were.
I have an idea. Now that this whole thing with Carl is history, or almost history, let's take a trip.
Oh, no, I'm with you.
All
on
right,
that.
okay, great.
Why don't I sweep you away on horseback?
To where? Chicago?
Good point. Why don't we go on a hot air balloon trip, wafting over the Rockies?
Why don't we go on a safari? I mean, a really hot, sexy safari. And we'll spend all our time in the tent, underneath mosquito netting.
Tell you what, why don't we just save an awful lot of time and money, stay at home, and,
The and is the best part.
You're crazy, man. You are nuts. You know what this is? This is nothing but your inflated, out of control, power-hungry ego that got you in this mess with Lorna. You know that? She was business, Matt. A business partner, and you crossed the line.
Oh, you're the expert, huh? You know where you'd be without my brains? Nowhere.
Oh,
That's
yeah?
where you'd
Oh,
be.
Mr. Big Businessman, Mr. Smart Businessman, right? Why don't you go outside and find somebody else that has talent that you can use, right? Use everybody, man.
Don't touch that. That's D&M property.
Please.
You want me to call the
Oh,
cops?
is this D&M
Then we'll
property?
put you in jail.
There's D&M property, man. I forgot. What was I? This is all is D&M property, isn't it? Isn't it? Everything is D&M property, Corey property, including Jenna. But you can't stand the fact that you can't have
You
Jenna
don't have anything
anymore.
to do with Jenna.
Oh, no? The hell I don't,
Listen,
man.
you're not fit to sweep the floor in front of her. You
Oh,
have
no?
no class. That's real classy, Dean.
Yeah. Lie to her, man. Cheat on her. Tell her that you love her the whole time. That's class, Corey. You know what class is.
You're telling me
don't
about
you, huh?
class?
Yeah, well, you're telling me about class?
Just don't
You
tell me about my
tell-
girl, all
Yeah,
right?
you're a girl, man. In your dreams, you're a girl, man.
Stop it! Stop it right now!
Is that better?
Much.
Good.
But don't stop yet, okay? My father called me today.
Oh, did he give you a hard time?
Of course he did. What else is new? But it's beginning to get easier, you know. I'm starting to accept the fact that he's just not going to change.
Probably not at this point.
I don't think people really ever change very much from who they are, do you? I mean, take Amanda, for example. She is so used to getting what she wants, and what she wants right now is for me to walk.
Well, that's what we all want, Olivia.
Nobody wants it as much as I do, Sam. But she wants it so that she can get you back. That's why she's pushing me. She seems to think that the only reason you're with me now is because of this. I don't know why. I guess maybe she just needs to believe that, but I just wish she would leave me alone.
Olivia.
And you know what else? It's not you that she loves, Sam. It's the challenge. As soon as she got you back, she would just go off and find herself another challenge. She would cheat on you again. People really don't change.
So, what'd you think of my little surprise? You know, I mean the celebration.
It was great. No one's ever done anything like that for me before.
I think you deserve a medal. What?
Oh, who cares?
Ryan?
Now, getting Carl Hutchins indicted was more than just a little risky. You think that my father could have shown just a tad more enthusiasm. Hey.
Spence is a pill, and we've always known that.
Well, then why can't I get it through my head that to him, running for office is fine and worthy, and that running after criminals is dirty work?
Honey.
Why do I always need a stamp of approval?
Somebody once said that there are those of us who will always go to the hardware store for grapefruit.
I like that.
Me too.
You too?
Now, that is weird. That's really weird because I was going to say yes, of course, me, but then all of a sudden, no. No, not me. Not since I started working for Grant's campaign.
You find your niche.
It used to be I would do anything for approval. Mm-hmm. I mean, and even disapproval was a kind of approval, if you know what I mean.
Fortunately, I do.
all of a sudden, I mean, I'm doing something that I'm good at, and people are starting to take me seriously.
Well, why not?
I owe it all to you, you know.
Oh, yeah? That I don't understand.
You believe in me. I mean, all the way. So I believe in myself.
Do believe in you. All the way.
I believe in you too, you know. Absolutely and completely. So go tell Spence to fly a kite.
After the trial.
Oh,
Maybe.
the trial.
You know, things are gonna get pretty rocky pretty soon. We may have to hold on tight.
You just try to get rid of me.
You both make me sick. Neither one of you can see beyond your own giant ego. Look at what we've been through in the last 24 hours, and all you guys can think about doing is throwing things and arguing and fighting? Well, grow up! You made your bed with Lorna in it. Now just go lie there, Matt. And Dean, Frankie almost died. And all you can do is act like the delinquent that you were when you first got here. And for the record, you guys, I'm not some trophy that you can throw around to see who's gonna win.